Da 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 da. Da bum 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 bum. Hello everyone, it's me. I know you're all excited. I know it is the end, technically. Yeah. Anyway, allow me to explain. I have let me repeat myself, one thing that I have to do, and then I technically win. And I finish. Like, properly this time. So, I feel I could get it done in 2 hours. I shouldn't suck that much. This is like when the highlight reel of fails begins. Anyway. It is time. So, here's the goal. I just have to bite. I have to fight a bunch of octolings. I assume just 3 waves and then I'm done. That's all I gotta do. And I feel like I just gotta burst bomb everything. Oh, I immediately lost shield. That's very bad. Oh my god, please! That was a fantastic start to this. Oh my god. The problem is I don't know if little dude, like, hard aggro's or not. I legit don't know. Like, if he does, great. I just can't tell. Okay, that's wave 1 done. Okay, got 2 waves left. I think. I hope. I pray. Give me the stamp. Fantastic. Okay, thank you AI for leaving me alone for like 5 seconds. Okay, 3 left in this wave. No! Come on! I can't! Oh my god, it's not fair! Oh, it's not fair. Okay, trying to, like, think of something to talk about. I had to tell my friend I cannot have plans tomorrow. Like, whatever we were gonna do, it is now donezo. Because there's a Nintendo announced a Direct tomorrow. I'm just like, great. Funnily enough, the weapons that really get me the most have been the ones that just either have range or it's dualies. Like, it really is just those two in general, and it sucks. Good. Get another kill. Go away. Again. Back off. Thank you. Okay, good. Is that wave done? Please just be 3 waves. I am like desperately clinging to the hope that it's 3. Oh god damn it. Okay, cool, I lost shield. No, stop with that. You're not allowed. Go away and leave me alone. Please. Oh, 3 left. Okay. They see me, but there's 2. Yeah. Okay, that one's doable. I can just walk away from it. Oh, thank God. Is that it? Oh my God, yes! Yes! Oh, that was 6 minutes! Oh my God! Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, 2 tries, 6 minutes. Oh, finally. It says 16 minutes. It wasn't 16 minutes. It was far longer than that. Oh my God. If I didn't die, that's like about 1:30 longer than the Deathless. Oh my God, I did it. Thank God. Victory is mine. Yes. Alternan World Champ. Let's go. Oh look, I can wear Mr. Grizz's headgear. Fantastic. Alright. Give me this archive. Alright, recall for a moment the first apocalypse that devastated the human race. Those who escaped into the caverns of Alterna were not the sole survivors. There were others who escaped via a giant rocket ship, the Ark Polaris. Launched in the nick of time, this ship was laden with many of Earth's species that had been placed in a cold sleep. Oh, it's Judd. Okay. The mission was simple. Find another planet to replace the Earth. Oh, cool. I couldn't even see chat until now. That is fantastic. There was nothing, at least, but yeah. Considering the circumstances of its launch, the Polaris had a smooth voyage until it reached the edge of the solar system. What? It was at that point that debris struck the vessel, damaging its navigation system. The crew was able to turn the ship around and head back toward Earth, but the effort was in vain. There was not enough fuel to attempt a landing. The Ark Polaris drifted aimlessly for 10,000 years. Eons passed. The once stable orbit of the Polaris decayed. Timmer, you're early, how you doing? Orbit of the Polaris is decayed over time until the ship found itself in the inescapable pull of the Earth's gravity. Re-entry was not kind to its inhabitants. All perished, save one. Bear number 03, an experimental subject who had retained consciousness within his cold hibernation, survived. For 12,000 years, he had dreamed and plotted. Fully awakened, Bear number 03 came to a terrible realization. I just switched over to my subscriptions to see if anything new was uploaded, and I see the stream. Hey! He had not landed on a new planet at all. He was back on Earth, and yet, it was not an Earth he knew. This Earth, it seemed, was dominated by sea creatures, not a single mammal to be found. In the course of his search for even a single fellow mammal, Bear number 3 used navigational equipment from the wreckage of the Ark Polaris to discover Alterna. It was a wasteland, of course, but a few of the liquid crystals that had once covered the walls and ceiling remained. With knowledge built during his thousands of years of dreaming, he repaired some of Alterna's facilities and began researching the crystals. Ricky would be proud. Oh yeah, a little bit. This research bore fruit when Bear number 3 compounded some of the liquid crystals with his own fur. The experiment created an entirely new substance with one terrifying property. It could transform any living creature into a mammal. Bear number 3 realized the implications immediately. He could restore the planet to a mammalian paradise. He began stockpiling fuzzy ooze, as he called it, within Alterna's still intact rocket. For such a venture, he would require the acquisition of thousands of golden... Oh my god. These were used in the creation of the fuzzy ooze, although the exact details have never been recorded in my memory banks. But Bear number 3 had a plan. He founded a corporation that would go on to employ locals to collect his golden eggs other than name Grisco Industries. Mr. Grizz, as he was now known, would pay handsomely for them. Mammalian. That's a weird name. Yeah, a little bit. With fuzzy ooze production peaking thanks to the assistance of unsuspecting inklings and octolings, Mr. Grizz took the final steps to set his plan in motion. The rocket was loaded. It wouldn't be long now. Oh my god. Jesus. This game's messed up. Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, Timmer, you missed it. Oh, you missed the insanity. I made some big old shears, and we saved Grandpa, who is a little broken. Just a little bit. Did you know that upgrading your gear can give Small Fry an upgrade too? And does little buddy deserve it? Was 2 this messed up? No, the game kind of went towards an insanity approach because of Octo expansion. And people really liked it, myself included. Oh wait, there's a balloon? Balloon! Mr. Balloon! I did not see you before. It is time to be captured. Come here. Little dude, why? Please. Mr. Balloon, please. Yay! 100 to add to my 26,000. Oh my god. So, here's basic context. Okay, like, I'll give a TLDR of the human history. Basically, we decided war is fun, nuked ourselves to oblivion, sort of thing. Some of them came down here and made this place. Other people ended up on a ship. We'll get to the ship in a minute. While they were down here, they were like, damn, son, if we, like, extract the goo, my dude, of the squids and stuff, we get these crystals, and we can use these to do what they did, basically, and they 3D printed Maui heads and so on and so forth. What about 1? 1 was very simple. Like, there's a few dark technicalities with 1. Like, it is, like, showcased that the humans kind of did die in the first game. Because it's like, there's a scroll that shows someone, like, shows a human skeleton with a GameCube kind of deal. But not to the extent of, like, oh yeah, we got a giant, like, mutated bear trying to basically turn the world into a giant hairball for the mammals to rise again. But anyway, the new wave of scientists was like, we want to go outside. And the old wave of scientists was like, nah, that's a bad idea, actually. And then, you know, they basically killed themselves again, and then squids and octopi became inklings and octolings, and basically aquatic life came about. And then we have Squidward here. We have Squidward here, who's like, yo, what's up? Let me explain some sick, funky freshness. You know, he showcased the bold and brash, and everyone's like, damn, that's pretty cool, actually. And so, yeah, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. There's a war over, you know, energy and who gets to have the top sort of deal. And it's kind of fine now because of the calamari incantation, but not really. You know, you'd have the events of Splatoon 1 where Octavia's like, I'm gonna take the great Zapfish and do some stuff. And then they're like doing the calamari incantation, and it's like, bam. Some of the Octolings are like, yeah, this place actually kind of sucks. We're gonna defect from your stupid army. And then you have Splatoon 2, which is stop. Callie here, the one in the black and yellow. Say what you will now. She puts on these funky shades that kind of like hypothetically brainwash her a little bit. It's kind of weird. Octavia's like, haha, I stole the Zapfish again. Marie's just like, life is pain. I don't know where Agent 3 is. They're just having a fun adventure with Captain Cuttlefish, who's my grandpa, but not technically. You don't know that yet, quote unquote. So it's like blah blah blah. Moving on, you have the Octo expansion where you have this like hypothetical putz be like, you know, time to kill all the Inklings and Octolings and everything else. And then, well, basically and then, you know, Agent 8 saves the day, it's all well and good, and here we are. Then we have the events of this game, which is, we have a giant mutated bear who has been planning for literally over 20,000 years, because the ship, that one, went to space, like, over 20,000 years ago. Oh wow, there's a hole in the ceiling. Oh cool. And then Mr. Grizz, the big old bear, was like, how dare you? How dare you not mammals take over? Immortals bear? A little bit, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That's just the technicalities of it. It's like they were in cryo sleep, technically. But yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, just a little bit. But then, you know, he's like, I'm gonna use the big suck on Cuttlefish, who's now like this, to use the crystals to power that, and, you know, make the world big old fuzzball. But I stopped him with the power of Little Dude, who digivolved into Big Dude, and I used it. It was weird. And then I spent over an hour on the quote-unquote hard level, which it can be done not dying in like 14 minutes. It's a very long level. So yeah, I have done it. I don't know what to talk about now. Well, technically I do. I do like how scrolls and the... Am I stupid? These... I like how these are done in this game because they're not a massive pain. Talk about your day. I stacked some wood. I got very tired, basically. But yeah, I do like how these are done where you don't have to hunt for them in levels like you did with the first two games. It wasn't fun. It was just kind of a chore and annoying, so I'm glad they changed that. I like the leveling system. I wish that this was like here and this here, because I think it would look more like a squid shape than anything. Oh, now I literally just see this outline now. My point still stands. I don't care. I just like how this is done. It's a lot cleaner. It's a lot more efficient. I do like that you have multiple grenades, but basically you're just going to be using Little Dude and burst bombs for the most part, because there's not really many times where splats and these can be useful in levels, I don't think. I thought the level variety was nice, definitely. I'm actually shocked that we had a, if I can find it, like stuff like this one, where it's like destroy everything in one shot, and I think it's this one. No. But it was one that was basically just don't die. I'm actually shocked that they only did one of each of those. Yeah, it's this one. It's like, because Octo Expansion had a couple variations of both of those types. So I'm actually shocked that there's less of that. But I'm happy that it's only one of each, and it's in the first area. You don't have to do every level. As you can see, my score is obscene. Like, my remaining eggs are obscene to where you don't have to do every level. Oh, no, you can repeat these? Wait. What happens when I do this? I have to test this now. Because this gave a scroll. Oh no, it was Sardinium. Sardiniums are the... That's the word I was thinking of. Oh, it doesn't give anything. I don't think. Okay. But yeah, I like how this is done. Second scrolls are sunken scrolls. I like the story in this, definitely. It's psychotic, it's demented, but I think that's what makes it not only a Nintendo game, but also Splatoon. Because Splatoon, by itself, is weird. Like, I think I've talked about this before, but the original rendition of Splatoon was the kids were gonna be rabbits. Like, the actual animal like rabbit animals. Not rabbids. Not like the Ubisoft rabbit, but that was the original concept. Which, when you think about it, when you have what is basically this, it's like, why would you pick rabbits? But it's like, yeah, rabbit kids. That was the original concept, apparently. And it's super confusing as to why they went with that. But it's like, then they also went kind of off the deep end with everything. Like, oh yeah, you know, the humans, this is just post-apocalyptic Earth, basically. But it's colorful, which is what makes it separate from stuff like Fallout and... Wasteland. I had to think of another post-apocalyptic. And also separate from things like COD and Apex and so on, because it's colorful. Very colorful. Like, it looks nice. All things considered, the maps look nice. Everything's colorful, bright, etc. But yeah, I like how the story's done. It's definitely dark. It definitely makes me want to just do a salmon run stream, at least. Just to see if Grizz is still the head, or if it's just like somebody else now. The bosses, I think, are nicely done. I like that Octavio is actually the first boss, and he has his theme from the original game. I loved his boss theme a lot. I like the Calamari incantation as well, but I do like his theme. I like how they remixed it. That was like a little nice surprise for me. The fight against Fry, I'm actually gonna redo, because Fry's fight, when you first do it, and this way I can at least give a visual of the fights and stuff, just because it's just easy for me to do. But it's like, Fry's fight was really annoying, and I would just simply when I encountered it, and the time frame of when you encountered it, it's very annoying to do. I'm actually wondering if there's new dialogue. Something tells me Fry hasn't learned her lesson. Oh, sick! Not so fast! There's actually new dialogue. Okay, cool. About time. Sheesh. I got a little problem, see? When I get beat, I just can't let it go. Okay. We're just gonna redo the fights. Oh, that's right. Almost forgot. You and me, we've got deadly dance moves. Eels, get back out here. Yeah. I like that there's new dialogue. Yes, yes, yes. Rematch, baby. So it's like, this is sort of a hypothetical... Ow. Oh wait, is this actually good? No, I don't think it is. But it's like, this boss was, or at least the base outline of it is reminiscent of the first boss from the first game, who got reused for the second. Octostomp was his name. So, yeah. As for the attacks, I just found them annoying. Now it's like, you know, child's play kind of thing, because I have mass attack speed. Watch this. Like this move, for example. It's like, ah, yes, it's difficult. This is not a very good example because, you know, I have all the upgrades and I can't de-upgrade. But as a move, it's just annoying, essentially. I would say it's the third, but it's doable. Hey, you think you could treat my eels like shrimp? Nuh-uh. All you did was wake us up. Firing up. Alright, power, good luck. This one, this is the one I have a problem with. Like this is like, how are you supposed to do this normally? Like, how many times does this go? Like 3? About? Okay, 4. Alright. But just trying to do that without the like proper attack speed and stuff. It's like you better have burst bombs, maybe would have been better to use. But that's just a rough example of kind of what I'm talking about. The attacks are just kind of annoying. You're way stronger than you look. Okay, I haven't heard the last of deep cut. But you missed me. Ha! Nice. So how does this work in terms of my reward? Oh, it just repeats it. Okay. I haven't ever rematched bosses, I don't think, in any of the games after I beat them. New record? Gee, I wonder why. I'm not gonna redo Big Man's fight because realistically I don't think there's much of a point because I was basically at the strength that I was. But I will dictate it's very nostalgia heavy, because it is. I think I had the 3rd fire rate upgrade for Shiver as well. So I don't think I'll re-show that. But Shiver, I do think Shiver's fight is maybe the hardest of the 3, just in terms of everything. Like, Fry is annoying, but she cycles through the attacks to where you can actually do it tolerably. Where Shiver is just like, yeah, we're just gonna keep adding and so on. So I would say Shiver's the most annoying, and then Big Man. Big Man is just the Moray fight, the big Manta fight. I mean, from Sunshine, with some Splatoon flair, which is fine. But it's like if you have Sensor and even better Sensor, the fight's a joke. It really is. Where you going, little dude? You found fat loot. I'll take those 25 that I don't need. Very nice. So there's the opinion regarding that. The fight against Mr. Grizz is very silly and yet fun. It's definitely final boss material. I'm not even attempting to get back to that. That takes an hour, I think. Even if I'm right, and it's like... No, even if I can get to it, it takes about maybe an hour or so. Or just a long length of time to get back to that. I'm not even gonna try. I could get used to this. It's new dialogue, might as well. Might as well. Let me out. Let's see. The level difficulty, I would say, is definitely all over the place. There's some early on where you're just like, why does this have to feel hard? Which I'm talking about, say, the jumping one. I'm just gonna go to it. I'm literally hypothetically stalling for time. But it's like, I did the last thing I really had to do, so it's like, yeah. This one just feels hard, because it's like, you know, you have to survive for a minute. You get hit once, you have to restart the whole thing. And it's like, that just feels annoying. There's one where you have... This one, I think? Yeah, this one. That one is legitimately awful to play. I hated playing it, because it is you use curling bomb mechanics, which are not bad mechanics, but you have to use them, and you get like 1 curling bomb per canister. So if you screw up, good, have fun dying, basically, is the basic rundown with that. Well, Frey, what did you find this time? Little dude, what did you find? Oh, okay. Well, Frey, little dude's just having a good time. But I would definitely also say that overall, with the few rare exceptions that I talked about, most of the missions are doable without dying. Maybe you die once or twice because of, say, little screw-ups, but that's about it. I'm going to talk about this level as well. I'm not going to replay it because that's not happening, but I need to put this down. And I need to look up that death list video so I can talk about each section. You are... No! Shut up, Ad. No one cares about you. Okay, so the first section, which is like heavy platforming, which definitely I spent the most time on, I would say, is something that I wish had a checkpoint. At least halfway through, because I do think it needed it, honestly. Even with everything said and done, I wish it had a checkpoint. The last area feels like torture until you realize that the ink on all of the blocks will stay. So there's that to just keep in mind. The part with the squid jumping multiple times is definitely difficult as well. But I would say that's just because of pseudo squid jumping mechanics, and you can kind of cheese it a bit. So that's that section. Overall, the rest of it is tolerable. Let's see. Area 2, the mechanics aren't good. It's not that the mechanics aren't... Oh, God, I gotta... Alright. I just have to give a visual aid. Sort of deal. Like, just to kind of explain. It gave 3,333, now it's giving 3,332. It's like, you don't even need the eggs at this point. Like, at all, but I'm just gonna give a visual aid. So this section, okay, it's like, this area is fine. Ow. Hopefully I can actually get to the spots I'm talking about. Anyway. This section is just simple. For those wondering, I'm not playing through this, I'm just giving visual aid with this section because I can't explain it very well. This area is fine. Even though I almost died there. This section, you can rush it. It's rushable. I've done it yesterday. I'm not going to even try it today. I'm going to take my time with this. This is what I'm talking about up here. So I'll give a visual with that of what I'm talking about. So it's like, obviously you have to quote-unquote time everything. And obviously I died. It's one of those things where it's just funky to kind of do for all the holding and stuff. Obviously I screwed that up, but that's kind of like what I'm talking about. That's a part that feels funky. And then the end section, there's a bunch of platforms that will rotate. Well, not rotate, but it's like you have a block, maybe a block that's angled up and down. Maybe you have a small block, maybe you have two small blocks. And it's like, oh, you gotta run from block to block. The ink, and I didn't know this, the ink on the blocks will stay if they go into the water, which makes it far easier than normal. But there's also a part about squid rolling, which is this, and did you know this? Yeah, I didn't really know that to an extent, and the game, I don't think, explains how to do squid rolling at all, which, when you get to that part and it says squid roll, you're probably gonna just go, what does this mean? If you say, don't really know anything, because it's also just like, how do you actually do it? Which is, you have to go in one direction, immediately flick the stick in the opposite direction, and press B. Or just flick it in a different direction. I was able to do it a couple of times really fast, actually, so maybe I should keep my mouth shut. But it's one of those things of, if you don't know how to do it, it's gonna be, like, archaic, and it's also just kind of terrifying as well, because you have to do backward jumping. Like, something like that, but you're angled like this. I can't explain it very well. I have to actually get to that point, and I'm too mentally tired to even try. I'm too tired to try it. Again, I really am. I spent over an hour on that level in general, but that's that one explained. The second one is break targets, and if you miss one, you die and have to start the entire section all over. I'm fine that there's no checkpoint there. The only issue that I have is there's an area where you have to... see if I can get a visual aid with some ink. Okay, it's like you gotta jump from this, to this, to this, to this. And there's a section later in where you have to shoot targets during it. There's a spot you don't have to do that, but the areas are small. But there's also like maybe half a second to a second of time when you land on one that you can't switch back, where you can't switch to another line. I don't know if that was into an Octo expansion, but it's one of those things that makes it feel terrifying when you're doing it. But yeah, that's just a, you know, just keep aim, pause if you need to catch your breath. Then there's the soaker blocks, which I don't know if I can find a level with soaker blocks. I don't know. There it is. Okay, we'll give a visual aid on soaker blocks, so I can explain what I'm talking about. Very nice. I'm just gonna equip the splatter, my stock again, just to give... it's just to give visual aid on the sections and how they work. Okay, so this is a soaker block. What happens is if you hit it, it creates a thing. If you throw a little dude at it, it goes at a rapid pace. As long as it's getting hit, they will not drop. And if nothing hits it for a set length of time, they'll start going down. How's the multiplayer? That I can answer hypothetically tomorrow is what I would say, but there's a direct tomorrow. But I'll have a video out of like my first hour or so of the multiplayer. I do like it right now, but I think there's a good reason for it. Right now it's basically one team wins or the other team wins, and it's aggressively so. Like, it feels stompy, but I think it's also because you have a lot of players just instantly getting into anarchy battles. Because if you've played Splatoon 2, you can get into anarchy battles, which is basically the ranked play. So, yeah. But the third section of After Alterna is basically all about these. If you have Little Dude, which you have, it's just kind of child's play. There's nothing really difficult about it. Overall, I would say it's very easy. There's nothing that screamed like super difficult about it, save for a few spots regarding when you have to de-ink soaker blocks coated in the enemy ink, but that's about that. And then the last section, which was the beginning of the stream, is Kill 3 waves of Octolings, where the last wave they get supers, and you're good. And, well, it's basically just kill and don't get killed. There you go. That's that. Alright. What else is there to talk about? I'm just kind of focusing on this single player for the most part today, and so on. Just because this is, you know, the final single player stuff I'm just reviewing. I think that's it. Oh, I actually will dictate one thing. I do hate that you have to, like, get the hero shot to have normal fire rate. It doesn't take a long time. It's not the end of the world. I still hate it. It's one of the things I hated about starting the Splatoon 2 campaign, where it's just like, have fun with, say, reduced fire rate normal gun. It's like, no, that's dumb. I hate it. Get it out of here. Alright, that's about it. That is actually it. I am going to leave, is what I would say, but I actually have to go to the bathroom. So, I'm gonna go to the bathroom first, and then I will finish up with my explanations. Because my stomach is like, if you don't go now, you can cry about it. So, let me give you a nice pretty visual of that. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. The music's groovy and it's genuinely jamming. That's good. I was in there a while. For good reason. That's... Yeah. Alright, that's basically it, though. I know the stream was very short. I'm sorry. I thought I would be more stuck fighting the octolings. Because, yeah, I legit thought that level was going to take me longer. I thought that I was going to get shafted more. But I'll take a quick walk about town. Just kind of chilling out and stuff. You can see my level, see how much of a scrub I am. I can find out if I get a new badge. I got a badge! Let's go! Hooray! But yeah, I did play. I'm a rank C- when it comes to the ranked. It's gonna stay that way. Probably forever. I'm not doing ranked in this game. I don't want to. But yeah, multiplayer is gonna be tomorrow, is what I would say. But I think found out that there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. And I'm like, cool. I had to tell my friend, listen, we can't play tomorrow. There's a Nintendo Direct, and I don't want to talk to you until I watch it, because I'm watching it blind, and I have to wait hours. Oh, God. It's gonna be not fun. Stream live. Oh, I am. I literally am going to cry for hours. Probably gonna get spoiled trying to look the video up, but it's like, when it comes out, I'm gonna be at work. So, yeah. I can't really watch it live. Actually, no, is it gonna be... I have to check now. Yeah, 10 a.m. ET. I'm gonna be at work. So it's like, after it's live, taking the time it's live, I have to wait 10 hours for normal stream time. I will suffer that much. I have to tell my sister, do not talk to me about it. I have to tell, like, my friend, do not talk to me about it. I have to, like, stay off the internet until it comes out, and as soon as it does, you know? Oh, God. But yeah, that's tomorrow. And then I will do a couple of days worth of multiplayer. Open up the webpage on PC. Like right now? What? So when you come back, you can just watch it. I don't think it'll work. Because I think it's like, oh, the VOD is dead. Kind of thing. I'll try that. Like, I'll try it. But I don't think it'll work. But I'll try it. Eh. I will try it. See if that'll actually work. And if not, then yeah. I really hope it does. No idea if it will. Pray that it does. But yeah, that is the plan. Nintendo Direct tomorrow. I'll be watching it blind. Splatoon 3 multiplayer stuff a couple days after that, and I will start with opening my, or showing off my massive amiibo collection for the Splatoons, and I will open every single one. So I'm just gonna stand right here, and that's the plan. That's gonna be like the first thing I do. I'm not even gonna play the game tomorrow. I'm too afraid I'll find out a leak on the Switch. Alright, that is it. I hope you all have a good rest of the day. I hope you all have a good rest of the night. I hope you all have a good rest of the whatever. I'm gonna go. I know it is very early, but I'm basically done. So, with all that said, goodbye! I just realized I didn't tweet. It doesn't even matter. No one follows my Twitter, except probably Timmer.